Donna Trummpet is a formidable force any way that you look at it. She is, first of all, serving currently on the Federal Preserve Board, and she has a career as a lawyer for the statistically insignificant. As far as I know, she still does some work as an advocate for better health through plumbing. Donna Trummpet, could we have your attention for just a minute?
I was listening. I was definitely listening. I was not asleep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What I wanted to ask you first is about your famous ancestor, a distant trumpet. That would be Cecil. He's way back in your family ancestry, but he's famous for quite a lot. In fact, we have a slide of when he was performing at one of these jazz clubs years ago, and I think what amazes me, first of all, Cecil Trumpet didn't invent the trumpet. He invented the slide trombone, right?
Yes. We prefer not to discuss that, though. That's a
okay. Now look, this is back
slightly less classy instrument.
Okay,
yes.
This is back in the 20s, and it says the tickets were $500, which I think would be a lot of money in this day and age. Is that why Cecil didn't really make a big killing? That nobody could afford the $500.
Well, I believe I'm done answering these questions about Cecil. May we move on?
Okay, let's talk about this book you wrote. You wrote a book called The Magic of Guilt, and I can't help but wonder what inspired you to write that.
Well, the fact that they were all secretly guilty, and well, the ones who weren't, they were Catholic, so they believed they were guilty. And honestly, who isn't a little or a lot guilty?
You know, so you also wrote a book, one that well, I can't say how many times I've read it, but it was called Awakening the Inner Sinner. And, well, I guess you don't have anything to say about that either, right?
No, I'd have to discuss that with my lawyer first.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Cryptocurrency is what you do these days. You invented the sucker Bitcoin, right?
Yes, who doesn't love a delicious lollipop now and again?
And are you making?
If you want to be a sucker, I'm your gal. Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me ask you. You seem to be involved with naming certain beans. Now, first of all, I don't understand why these beans don't have names, and I guess I also wonder why it's important that we name them anyway. I mean, they're not even things that he would send into space,
well,
right?
Everything needs a name. I mean, look at Pepe. We love that frog, lovable little scamp. Yeah, the right loves their Pepe.
They all need a name.
Could you imagine Pepe without a name? What would we call him then?
Okay, well, what about, you also have worms testifying before Congress. I mean, these are unnamed worms as far as I know. I mean, I watched the testimony. I don't think the guy ever gave his name, a guy or a girl or whatever that worm is.
They have names. They're tremendous names. I assure you, they have names.
You just don't want to share them with me right now.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, your role with the Nuclear Lunar Advocacy Group. I guess they want to put nuclear plants on the moon. And I guess you know a little bit about that. But is it true that Laura Lunar is the one that got this ball rolling?
Yes.
She works for you, right?
Yes, she does. She's one of the many, many fine people. I have only the finest people working for me. And Laura she's tremendous. She's wonderful.
She's been
Very
to
smart,
the moon.
very lovely.
Been to the moon.
She's been to the moon, and she understands that we need
Understands plants.
and
Names beans.
and that we need to establish nuclear dominance on the moon because the bacteria on Pluto or XKL6813, we don't know if they're coming for our cilantro. We don't know what they're coming for. So we need to establish ourselves first on the
So
moon.
that's why you've got a 50% tariff on cilantro from even nearby countries.
Yes, because we will punish the enemies that are trying to charge us
Enemies of
too
our
much for
solar
cilantro.
system, for example.
Yes.